What is Samantha Holmes Liberty Lass's normal modus operandi when she is out?
If she's out patrolling, she's probably sticking to rooftops. Um,
Oh,
if she if she's running, she's just running. And stopping crime is she sees it.
are you patrolling this evening or just running this evening?
Um,
Yeah.
I think she's probably patrolling.
In full costume.
Oh, of course.
Naturally. So, Lily, you are exiting. Seattle has a lot of coffee shops. You're exiting a coffee shop, and uh, one of the potential individuals that you've been hearing about, um, well, there's no other real way to put this. They fly over your head, in a sense where they jump from the rooftop next to the building to the top of the coffee shop, and then do a quick 90-degree turn and start sprinting down.
Well, Lily's going to try and follow them as best she can from the ground, waving and going, "Hey, hey, excuse me."
Hey, help!
Oh,
Liberty Lass. Either
Uh, what's that?
Liberty, vigilance check.
Vigilance check.
Find another route.
Right?
Follow you.
That's a 17.
You're on your game tonight. The city is yours. Uh, you are the knight. You are the bat that flaps in the darkness. You're the fly in the ointment of crime. I'm just picking Darkwing Duck stuff. Um,
I am the pimple on the butt cheek of injustice.
I'm flipping that.
We're just getting them.
Somebody make a note of that. Click that part specifically.
Oh, you're on fire. All right. You hear, in fact, someone yelling, "Hey, hey, hey, hey. Hello."
like,
Sort of
uh,
to the left.
like, go back and like come around from the other side. Like, hey, how can I help you?
Dangling over a rooftop. Hello?
Um, Are you one of the peoples who do the thing in the stuff? Lily is very eloquent.
Very solid.
I do many things involved with all kinds of stuff. You'll have to be a little more specific, I'm afraid.
Do you fight bad guys?
Yeah.
Cool. Can I join you and help fight bad guys?
Mm,
With like big eyes, just like blink, blink.
how do you feel about donuts?
I do not mind them.
Small.
She turns around for a second and pulls out her phone. Made a new friend.
Help me.
Want- They
SOS.
like donuts. Meet me at the usual place.
Did you check if they work for the company that's hunting you?
Yeah, not having context behind this is vastly disturbing.
I feel like we've had this conversation before.
Yeah, it's gotta.
What?
There's gotta be dots. There's nothing.
Yeah.
There's no other response for this.
The standard.
Ooh.
Conversation doesn't have a ... Are we really talking to each other?
Well, that was text to the group chat she just sent.
Yeah.
Yes, as were the dots.
As were the
All of those
subsequent things
responses, yeah.
after
Oh,
that.
okay.
Those are the responses to that.
Yeah, I was doing it
Sorry.
once, but they were below my camera.
Yeah.
Um, do you work for Chrysalis?
If you do, you
I'm
have to tell me.
10.
Oh, she's
I
10?
don't work for anybody. I work for this little guy who like makes me deliver newspapers sometimes because he's too lazy and doesn't want to do it. But other than that, no.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're good. They're like 10.
I'm sorry. 10?
Okay, so at this point, Penny actually types out ... in all caps.
Hey,
10 what? Years?
yes?
That's concerning.
Are you patrolling an elementary school? ...
No, they started yelling at me from the street.
Shift just says bad sends bad idea.
I'm sorry. Why is a 10-year-old asking to join you? ...
They want to fight bad guys. ... Seems legit to me.
Pretty sure I wanted to be a marine biologist when I was 10, but, to each their own.
Please tell me that yelling at you and wanting to fight bad guys and liking donuts was not your only criteria.
Not my only criteria.
The main criteria.
There was
The only
totally other
criteria.
things.
Liking donuts was meant that I could take them to the donut shop.
The only criteria that matters.
That was the only criteria the donuts were involved in, was whether or not they wanted some donuts.
I question letting a 10-year-old join us. ...
What can they do? What would they do? How does that work? Aren't there labor laws against that? I mean, we don't get paid yet.
I mean, I'll go to the donut shop, but I have way too many questions and not enough answers for this. I'm already over here anyways, but again, so many questions.
Hate everything about this. Okay, so ideally, one of their powers is don't die. But even so, there's so many problems with this, I can't even list them all. That said, most of these problems exist if they just go off and do it by themselves, only worse. So, ...
Okay, you guys go vet the kid at the donut shop. I gotta go pick up party favors for the warehouse.
Party things?
I know a guy.
I'm not gonna ask questions about that one.
Who's the guy?
Well, I'm gonna like just put my phone away for a second and look to Lily and be like, okay, we're gonna go meet some friends of mine before we agree to anything.
Well, Lily is
Um,
very excited to
I
meet
haven't even
them.
asked if she has any superpowers. You're just
That's true.
random
Just like,
10-year-old
do you
told
like
you on the street.
donuts? Cool.
just keeping an open mind.
I was getting there.
I'm reminded from the opening scene in Incredibles.
Oh,
He doesn't have
This is
powers.
totally a Lily, defining moment where she becomes syndrome or some sort of evil denied.
Oh, you don't have
Comes the
powers?
villain arc.
Bye.
no, God.
Thrown and becomes this thing and starts killing all the supers.
Because when everyone's super, no one is.
All right.
On that note.
So, Cal is going to talk to a guy about some things. Best not to ask those questions. Everyone else is going to a coffee shop?
Donut shop.
Donut shop.
The donut shop. Same one that we met Gideon Price in.
Not a good idea.
The one that we stopped an armed robbery in.
Seems
Will
like they would
let
like
us
us.
back in?
Especially if
That's fine.
every
I mean,
last show
if
something.
it keeps
Well,
if
not
it keeps
doing it.
happening when we go there, then they might start to ask
Yeah, if it gets robbed again. Yeah.
uncomfortable questions. But
Yeah, let's hope that doesn't happen again.
you'd imagine after one, they'd be just generally happy. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Is that near the warehouse?
No.
Cool, great.
Y'all are gonna have to take public transit, just like last.
It's near the vet center.
Well,
Which is southish of the warehouse district.
it's fine, guys. Alexi can fly.
All right. So everyone makes their way to the donut shop. Which I'm pretty sure we call it Dunkin' Donuts because you don't have Timmy's down there. Ethan's. All right. You head to. How are you getting down there? Or I guess you're close enough to the donut shop.
You're talking to me?
Yeah, sorry.
Was that a guess?
Yeah, Samantha.
Okay. Yeah, I am going to pick up the 10-year-old, put her on my back, and piggyback like a Yoda style run to the donut shop. While
like
I'm
that.
running to the donut shop, I'm going to be like, hey, so what are your qualifications? Do you have superpowers? Do you turn into like a giant beast? I don't know. I have a friend who can do that sometimes.
Also,
Beast is such a derogatory term.
Invincible reference.
What's that?
Nice Invincible reference. Points for that.
Well, I can break things and I can make things.
Like-
That's about it.
Like what kinds of things?
haven't really tested it to see how much I can make. But once I made myself a coloring book,
She like just kind of under her breath as she runs, it says, I'm about to get in so much trouble with Beholder.
It starts to regret decision slightly.
Especially now that she can look right through you. All right. So as you all show up in your various ways to the donut shop,
I'd like to make it be known that this time Alexi doesn't slam into the window.
cool.
Yes. Also,
Practice.
I'm gonna get. God, I hate the logistics of this. They're all just so terrible. Yeah, like, get my ride there, ish, as someone random, and then after I get out of the lift to get to the donut shop, then I will change into my semi-standard, actual superhero looking self,
Mask.
because
We can put on the mask.
yeah, we're like I'm gonna double layer my disguise here.
Cool. You get there, you see actually Samantha Holmes and with Lily in tow would be the first there. You go in, and one of the guys behind the counter is like, "Hey, it's you're here. That's awesome.
Of course. Best donuts on this side of town.
This is the one that took out that armed robber like a couple of days ago. Oh yeah? Did you say there was a bunch of other people with him? Really?
Yeah, they're coming too.
Oh yeah, everybody. Oh yeah, free coffee for her and her friends.
Team name
I want a
pending.
couple of donuts for this one.
Oh yeah, sure, no problem.
Pulls out her backpack. He said free coffee, so she's like prepared to pay.
Like, no. It's on me, because we
Are you
don't
sure?
get many, superheroes.
I don't want to put you out.
Dude, it's a cut. Just like 50 cents. Nah, it's fine. I got it. It's all good. No, it was the least I could do, because you guys, you stopped for anybody getting hurt. And that's it's important.
Well, thank you. I was happy to do my civic duty.
So what's how's crime?
Crimey.
Cheap for conversation.
It's it's still crime like.
Good. Yeah, that's I mean, not good, because
No.
and
No,
good that you're here, because I feel safer already.
no. Yeah. I'm glad I could help you feel better and safe. And thanks. Speaking isn't really I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Here's your coffee.
She takes the coffee and the donuts. She sits down. So, Lily. Well, wait, I don't think she told me her name.
No.
So short person who convinced me to take them away with me.
Oh, so much worse.
It's just not getting any better.
No.
Yep.
Samantha's like sitting there going, where are your parents?
Oh, that's a question. Hopefully not anywhere nearby.
Why is that?
Bad guys?
Oh, they are bad guys?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Anyone I know of?
Think so.
Hey. Um, well, what's your name? Let's start there before I ask anything else.
Lily.
Lily, I'm well, everybody calls me Liberty Lass.
That's a pretty name.
Thanks. So, how long have you been building things?
Hmm. Not very long, I think.
Did
A few
something
years?
did anything happen before you started building things?
I broke a building once.
Wait, what?
I fixed it, but I broke the building. And then I discovered that
Interesting.
I could build things and break things. So that's just how it works.
Every word that gets spoken just gets worse and worse progressively.
That's why she reaches over and picks up one of the donuts and just takes a bite. And waits for people to show up at this
I think
point.
this would be a great point for everybody to walk in. I mean, I don't know who would get there in what order.
You're flying, so probably you first. Or you next.
I mean, maybe, but Alexi, I had planned to still be at the warehouse. Did not leave. Stayed overnight. Because
Cool.
that is literally investigator. So Alexi was like, that's fine, I'll just stay here.
Fair.
Just in case. While everybody went home. So
Okay.
depending on how long the warehouse is from the
And we should say, oh no, the warehouse is actually quite close.
Okay, cool.
Close-ish.
Yeah, Alexi can get there first and doesn't crash into a window this time, and uh, again, kind of like flies around the building though to turn back into human, not in front of everybody, and then walks in. And upon seeing Liberty Lass, goes over, just sits down because too many questions, not enough time. Hi. I want to wait till everybody else gets here before I say a word about how I feel about any of this. So.
Go in. There are two individuals behind the counter. Liberty Lass is at a table, the same one as before,
Yes.
Our little corner.
because why not? Yes, with a younger looking individual.
Yeah, I think Alexia will go over and sit down and just kind of be like, I have so many questions, but I'm gonna wait until everybody gets here before I state any opinions or ask any questions because I have a feeling I'm not the one who has the most questions to ask. I have a feeling that's definitely going to be one of the others. So I will just wait because
Uh,
what?
as Alexi sits down, Liberty Lass will take the coffee that was handed to her and just because she hasn't touched it yet, she just slides it down to him.
Quietly sips. Just kind of like, oh god. Okay.
And let's have Dora show up again, or next, rather. Excuse me. And as you approach, you can see very well lit because this is how these coffee and donut shops work, with the fluorescence, and Alexi and Samantha inside with another individual.
Is there a more detailed description available than younger person?
What does Lily look like?
I think you're muted.
Can't hear
Like,
you.
you may be, yeah, you may be muted.
I accidentally muted my microphone
There you go.
instead of unmuting it. Lily is tiny, but not like she's kind of. If she were 10 years old, she would be a very big 10-year-old. So she has long, very long black and white hair with one black eye and one white eye. And she has this little cape that she just kind of is huddled in. And that is Lily.
Okay. I for the moment excuse me, look like a relatively athletic blonde woman with a domino mask and like purple motorcycle leathers, possibly a cape if she remembered to put it on. Doesn't always happen. I'll come in and sit down at the table.
The coffee's
a-
free.
That was a sigh of disappointment.
Yeah, just logistically speaking, it
I would
does
say
seem
more
like it does
exasperate.
seem like a good idea to sort of organize my thoughts on this, and we don't want to needlessly ask you the same questions over and over. I'm trying to smile in a encouraging is a strong word, in a friendly way. I'm trying not to show on my face how I actually feel about this situation. is the upshot.
Which is confusing to Beauty, because Beauty's like, I can help with that.
Yeah.
You can make the over-exaggerated smile.
It's okay. But so yeah, I'm gonna yeah, while we wait for the others to get here, I'm just gonna use my phone and just start, making a list of questions. I'm saying this aloud to everyone at the table, but also doing it, just so we can just have a list to go down, and then other people can add questions, and we'll just make sure that it's all good. And I know that maybe you don't want to answer a lot of questions because privacy is a thing. I totally get that. Look, mask, but also that may impact, how people feel about people coming along on these non-trivially dangerous things we do.
Ride along. All right. And Kelly, you can join the fray. You arrive at the.
Yeah, Kelly arrives like via Uber and then shows up.
Give me give me I almost said perception. A vigilance check.
Vigilance. All right. Ten.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, the Uber driver's like, thanks. Did you take a snack? They were free.
Oh, I'm good, thank you. I'm sure there will be donuts at the shop.
All right, no worries. Thanks for booking. And he drives.
Yep. Uh,
You and Uber snacks.
Have you ever been in an Uber that had snacks?
You don't have danger sense, do you? Or a spider sense? No.
no.
Yeah. So the 10, something was off about that. But yeah, whatever. Maybe he's just having a good night. But generally, in your experience, Uber drivers don't generally lean into the customer service that hard. But he drives
She,
away.
she might not be noticing too much because she's like on her phone, like frantically like typing something or doing research or something. Um, Basically she's working, right? Like she's doing some sort of work on her phone,
Yep.
and she walks in. I always describe her as like what you would expect for like a 30 something reporter is how she dresses, very like casually professional, and walks in and will look around for the table and head over.
Yeah, it's very obvious at this point. There's a whole group of people. Someone dressed in a biker leather, was it?
Motorcycle, yes. And not
Uh,
it's not like biker like leather jacket. It's like more like motocross leathers, you know.
So the armored.
It's a different kind of image I'm projecting, but yeah.
And obviously Liberty Lass, and Alexei, and a young individual.
So I'm just going to reiterate what I said in the text group. This is a bad idea.
Yeah, probably. I guess
I
we'll
mean,
find.
it's the lesser of two evils.
Explain how it's the
I-
lesser of two evils.
I don't like that.
I don't think I'm allowed to.
That's even more concerning.
Yeah, that doesn't make it sound like less of a bad idea.
If this is your pitch, it's not a very good one.
Okay,
What
well,
is it
here's
on-
my pitch. I'm safer with you guys than I am alone.
Is somebody
That was-
after you? Do you need protection?
Yes.
Maybe
But no.
maybe we shouldn't lead the witness.
Maybe we shouldn't tout Dark Fate. What?
It's complicated.
Cue the thunder and lightning.
Most things are
You
these
need
days.
protection? No. Yes.
Maybe just a little bit. But also, I understand that you guys are superheroes and you guys do important business and things. And I can help.
Well, we're almost there. Let's just wait for. I'm not even going to say the name because who knows how he's going to show up. We're very random about that.
So Cal finishes this thing fairly early during the day, actually. Even most of the time, he would connect with the guys because they show up at the center anyway. So acquiring the things and the stuff from the contact is relatively quick. So you pull up to the donut shop, seeing inside, as well lit as it is, the motley crew that you have come to accept as some kind of team, plus a young individual. How are you showing up? Just out of curiosity, are you in work clothes or work clothes?
Right. Yeah. No, I mean, he doesn't make a habit of walking around as Dreadfire in like public because that tends to make a scene.
That would not end well.
Yeah. So he would be in plain clothes, yeah, just his standard like khakis and a polo or whatever. Yeah, would have just pulled up on his. He's got an old beater motorcycle. He would have pulled up on and came inside and sat down.
The items in question in the side saddle?
Well, this is a question of timing. He may, if he got those early enough, he may have gone and set them up before he came here. Or
I'll allow it.
yeah, yeah. So he probably already got rid of that.
Best not to be riding around with that stuff in your side saddle.
Yeah, just in case. Yeah, it's he could probably talk his way out of having to talk to like beat cops if he had to, but he might have to make phone calls and then people ask questions and it just becomes a thing.
I have so many questions and nobody knows the answers.
And then a penance stare, and then everybody gets uncomfortable. And
Yeah, well,
paperwork.
well, that's Cal could probably solve the problem, but then if he couldn't, Dreadfire could solve the problem, but that would make it a bigger problem, probably. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably just a little bit.
Yeah. So no, yeah, he dealt with that and then would have headed over. Actually, if they had like already moved to sort of have this get together while he was handling that business, I think right before he finished up, he would have sent a text. Is the kid bulletproof?
Facts. Kids generally aren't bulletproof.
I mean, the statues don't usually talk, but
I mean, that's the point.
But also, I don't think any of us are technically bulletproof. Question mark. Question mark.
You're all grown ass people making your own decisions. I just
so many concerns.
I think he would have
None of
asked his contact if he had a flak jacket in size extra small before he left.
Every word that comes out of your mouth, I get more concerned about what these party favors are. Like it's only growing.
He's a social worker. It's fine.
Exactly, right?
He's just about to do some social work.
Social justice.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So you pull up on your motorcycle. See the motley crew inside.
Yeah, I will head in plain clothes and just have a seat. I appreciate the anonymity that some of you carry. That's a little harder for me. It sort of makes a scene, which is why I don't normally just kind of pop in and talk to random people about this stuff. But I mean, I guess it is what it is at this point.
I mean, they sell the domino masks at Party City. You don't care how durable they are. It's
khakis and I don't know. Yes. Do you a backup? A secret identity to cover that? I don't know. That's layers. I have to think about that.
It's all about who can find out where you live. That's basically what it boils down to.
Yeah, that's fair. It's just
You
easier
do
when we
you.
work
I mean,
at
I'm
night.
not too worried about it. Who's with enough stealth? Who's really going to believe that someone can just randomly turn into animals? So if I'm careful about it, I might be good. That's pending, so don't quote me on it if it ever happens one day. Please and thank you.
I think the best idea would be to not live anywhere.
That's also concerning.
Is it the play? Is it the anywhere? There's a focal point in that statement that is either the location or the state of being, and depending on interpretation,
No,
that's concerning.
that's great. It's a great segue into what's pretty much the first question on my list, which is, do your parents know where you are?
Oh God, I hope not.
They're
Okay.
bad guys, apparently.
Do I need to call CPS? I know somebody.
What?
I am not. I will insist I am not a bad guy. My parents are bad guys. I am not a bad guy.
Okay. Okay.
Good to know.
Okay. Can we let's just sort of draw an outline around the term bad guy that we're throwing out here. What kind of things do your parents do that qualify them as bad guys in your opinion?
I mean, I
I
know.
don't know.
I mean, I know, but
Well, yeah, of course you
Yes.
know.
Lily's not entirely sure. I just know that I was told to run away because they were bad.
Who told you to run away?
My big sister?
Where is she?
And is she in trouble?
Well, I don't know.
Have you just been wandering around by yourself?
Mostly.
Oh, okay.
How long ago did this happen?
Not very. Or maybe very long. I've lost track of time.
Concerning. So many concerns.
How much time could it have been? I mean, look at it.
Great. Okay. Okay. Let's go back. You trust your sister. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Your sister seems like not a bad person.
My sister fights bad guys.
Does she?
Yes. If I could be with my sister, I'd be with my sister, but she says it's too dangerous.
You know,
So you went to
This is
find
gonna- we're going to laugh about this in a sec, but what we do is also dangerous. Does she do more dangerous things than we do? Because then very fair, but is your sister, does she do this stuff publicly? Like, would we know her? She's been on TV?
or in the news. Although,
The thing that makes it dangerous is that if Mom finds both of us, then things will be dangerous for everybody. If Mom only finds one of us, we're fine. But if she finds both of us, then it's worse.
Narrator note: this has all been prearranged, so the more confused you are, the more confused everyone looks.
More joy received.
Why?
I aside is like, I'm trying to remember everything. I'm hoping I'm remembering right.
Well, if you want any cues, let me know.
Yes, please.
Okay. But can you give us a name? Your name, your parents' name, anything to go on.
My name is Lily. Lily Bell. My mom is named Celeste.
Shift would like to start researching in her various online ways that she does for starting with, is there a kid named Lily Bell that's been reported missing, and then see if she can find anything on the mother's name.
That's an interesting question. I didn't even think of it. I didn't take into consideration that. There absolutely would be a report out there of missing, not children. 3 of them, in fact. You know, the whole standard boilerplate feared kidnapping, but for some reason it never really hit that Amber Alert status that we all get with our phones because of the system that pops. It didn't hit that. But it's sort of and you kind of, oh yeah, well here, and then you kind of backtrack yourself and you're like, wait a minute, why didn't this hit the news? Why didn't any of this hit anything else? And it's kind of tucked into a layer under a layer under a layer as a, hey, by the way, in case anyone notices. It's almost like it's a case, but it's not cold.
Interesting. So she would like to send the link to everybody, and then send the link to one of her contacts and be like, hey, why did this not ever hit the news? What's going on here? This seems odd.
Huh. You basically, the answer you get back is basically, what is that?
Missing kids? The news loves missing kids. Since when don't we put them on the news?
Holy crap, how has this not hit the news?
That's what can you talk to some people, find out why?
Yeah, sure, I'll check it out.
Thank you.
How is the FBI not involved?
Do we want the FBI involved?
Well,
No.
if
Okay.
they are in fact bad people sometimes, unless they're just capitalists, don't go to the FBI, you would imagine, right?
Well, the FBI gets involved anytime they think a kid has been kidnapped, just automatically.
Anytime they think anyone has been kidnapped, but they need, something to go on. It said suspected kidnapping or feared? You said feared. Which suggests that there's literally no evidence of kidnapping. There's no ransom note, there was no witnesses. It's just well, maybe, right? That's what feared means in journalistic terms.
Well, our kids are gone. They didn't come for supper.
Usually they'd be looking at the parents.
Because without
Yeah,
actual
yeah,
evidence, the FBI does not, in fact, have to get involved. They can. It's this could be a runaway.
Well, and that's the other thing. You mentioned they would look at the parents first, but I mean, if said parents are genuinely bad people, they wouldn't want the news knowing that their potentially superpowered kids have gone missing. So, of course, they probably would only do the bare minimum to find said kids,
Really
which
depends
is
on a
use
lot of
their own
context.
resources to find said kids and not use any outside resoisbecause
It's
I
sort of-
almost wanted to say that Alexei probably would use their connections to also try to find any information, but I backtracked on that because I feel like Alexei would be semi-knowledgeable enough to know that if it has not hit the news, there is a reason.
And at this point, I'm going to have 2 things happen. One, everybody except Lily that received the text from Kelly I want you to roll an ego check. And we're going to add edge to it.
So
I
we're
got a
all
fif-
we're all rolling ego checks. Is that what you said?
Rolling ego check, and you're going to add edge.
I got a fantastic 16, and that's without edge, so
Well, I got a fantastic 17, but it was with edge, so
Well, I only got a 12, so
the rest of the night's rolls for me are gonna go terribly after this. I just have a feeling.
it's usually how demi-plane goes. It's
I
very
rolled an
front-loaded
11
generous.
both times.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have 14.
Okay. Kelly, you are staring at this, essentially this wanted poster, this notification of missing children. And something deep in your psyche sort of grapples with a push. It's almost an unconscious thing that you're kind of like, I have one of the kids right here. I've solved part of this problem. I should turn the kid in. But something in your own defense and your own mistrust of the system, your own mistrust of things, it's like it felt like a push, almost like a compulsion. But because you tied, ties go to the victor, or to the, so you shake it off momentarily, and then at which point, then as soon as you solidify your brain and you kind of steal your own resolve briefly, the compulsion completely vanishes.
Um, she's gonna like delete, close, whatever, get that off of her phone because she didn't like that.
You get a phone call from your contact.
She will answer. Hello?
Hey, you still got that kid?
No, I didn't say I had the kid. I said, I was wondering about why that story wasn't hitting the news.
No, okay, no, just checking. Yeah. Well, I'm looking into it. Nobody seems to know about it. I mean, nobody knows where that thing came from, but now everybody's looking. It's craziest thing. It's like the chief's all over this. He's kind of like, oh man, somebody dropped the ball on this, and he's just got, all hands on deck here. So anything you can give me would be great.
Do you have the poster, the thing, the link that I sent you? Do you have it open on your phone or anything?
Right here.
Close it, please.
Okay.
How are you feeling?
I'm fine.
Okay, good. Don't look at that again and drop it. Something's not right here.
Okay. Weird though. We had if you know anything, though, let me know.
Yes. Absolutely. I will. I've got to go.
Cool. Keep in touch. And then he hangs up.
Kai hangs up, looks around at everybody. I think there's some sort of compulsion attached to that
Did everybody else
link
just
that I
not
sent you.
notice anything?
Maybe Cal, maybe briefly, but everyone else rolled way higher. So
Didn't you say it said there was 3 kids? Do you ever know the sibling?
You did.
So I may
Um,
not be the smartest person in the room here, but if we think that technology is manipulating our minds, do we think we should be someplace with cameras and surveillance?
Pretty much every
But
place.
would a Dunkin' Donuts have that much camera and surveillance?
Dunkin' Donuts is going to have like one security camera.
It's probably
And it
fake.
wouldn't even be pointed at the front. Those things are usually pointed at the back section of the shop.
Yeah, but we
Over the cash. Oh my god.
So I would think in the back corner we would be safe.
Dora looks like
relatively.
she's got 7 thoughts going on at the same time.
There's a cue. As like, this is a whole conversation about paranoia and what's justified and what's not that is sidebarred for the moment, because still waiting for the answer to the third sibling question that Cal asked.
Narrator, does Lily remember that she has 3 siblings, or does she only know the one?
You would know all of them.
Okay, then
And the more
Lily
you
nods.
the more the memories come back.
Hmm. I see.
Well,
So if your sister told you to run, what about sister, brother? Who's the other one? Where's the other one?
Another sister. Where's the other one? Don't know.
Did they run away too?
are they what's the age difference between you and your siblings? Like, are they much older? Are they your age?
Emmy is 2 minutes older than me.
I love it. Like, older sister. Yeah, technically.
those 2 minutes were very important for an older sibling, okay?
Right?
Very influential.
Extremely important for Emmy.
Very formative 2 minutes.
As the oldest sibling, we count down to the second. Okay, cool. Well, none of this is good.
Was there any information in the link that Callie sent that said anything informative at all about the family /
did
parent?
we all open the link?
I mean, I certainly did.
Presumably, yeah.
Okay, cool. I just thought I'd
That's
ask.
why y'all rolled.
That's what
Cool.
the roll was for, yeah.
Just was covering my bases. Cool.
There was not a lot of anything in the link, really. Sort of nondescript, vague description that doesn't quite match what Lily looks like right now. But maybe it was in the wording. Maybe in terms of, you're looking at it through literally the lens of objectivity. Maybe it was the wording that felt urgent. But Sophia and to a small part, Kelly and to a small part, Cal felt that urgency on a palpable level. Whereas, but there was nothing specific,
Even
or even
her name was not in it.
No.
Is what you're saying. Okay. Or like a phone number to contact if you had information.
Weirdly, no.
Okay.
Beauty wants you to open the thing again. Requires further analysis.
I mean, I hope you recorded all of that because we're gonna analyze the hell out of it later. But yeah,
That mean
Okay.
you have a permanent whammy in your like memory banks now?
it's fine. Cool. I guess. Yeah, this is weird enough that now it's not something we can avoid addressing.
Well,
Okay.
I was
let's-
convinced we needed to call CPS, but now that the text message is trying to whammy us, I think maybe don't call anybody is probably a safe solution.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
How about this? What kind of bad people does your sister fight?
Uh, the kind of people that like kidnap people or like sell drugs, but like really, really bad ones that hurt people and monsters, lots of monsters.
Okay. You've seen her fight monsters? And
Yes,
drug dealers? Did she take you with?
mostly.
well, at least as a precedent.
Okay. Well, in those occasions when she took you with, did you ever get hurt?
Nope.
Okay. Was that because you were lucky, or she was very protective of you, or
Because I made a giant shield and hid behind it.
okay?
So she is bulletproof. Okay, yeah, fine.
Hey.
We gotta go. We gotta storm a warehouse. Let's go.
We've got something.
Oh, I love that that made you think, oh no, this is fine now.
Well, she's got a shield. You just put her in front.
I mean, it works for her.
No children were harmed.
Oh. Great. Okay, so right, yeah.
Well, I don't know about everybody else, but I don't exactly just want to hand the kid back over to said bad
There's
people.
certainly enough ambiguity
So I think
to
we-
not, yeah.
I think we have to let the kid come with us.
That's what I'm trying to think of any reason why that's technically not true, but
I need to find a reason not.
I'm not
I don't
not
think
coming up
well,
with one immediately.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna
Well-
come up with any reason.
Technically
Where-
speaking, the responsible
Are-
thing to do is for someone to stay with her, not at the warehouse, while everyone else goes to the warehouse. But unfortunately, I am contractually obligated to go to the warehouse. It's not up to me. So,
You got a phone call.
so not it.
Billy gets a phone call.
Oh, hold on. Answers the phone. Hello?
Hey, so have you heard anything? It's like, oh, there's lots of movement going on out down here. Hey,
Okay. It's only been a few minutes. No, I haven't heard anything.
where are you?
Not.
Um,
Alexi's just sitting there going, don't.
Well, are we
No,
hearing this
I'm just trying to
conversation at
think.
all?
She doesn't. She tells him that she's like, I don't know, not at her apartment because he knows where that is, but like some random coffee shop or something in the city. Not this one, but like a
Mm-hmm.
somewhere far away.
To kind of answer your question, Samantha, for Samantha, I mean, I don't know about everybody else being able to hear the phone call. I have heightened senses too, so I can hear the phone call.
That's
One would-
fair.
One would imagine.
So of course Alexi's going to be reacting, going, "Don't tell him," because she can hear everything that's being said.
You're at the coffee shop near your apartment. Yeah. Can we meet there? And give me a vigilance check here for an investigator, and actually glitch you as well. Or
Oh,
excuse,
what?
Alexi,
You said vigilance?
vigilance. Yes.
Okay.
Anyone who is trained in the investigative arts, as it were.
That's not
So I believe Dr. Penelope would probably fit in here as well.
I mean, if you count scientific investigation, I personally wouldn't, but I don't know what you're going for
No,
here.
this one's more of a
it's really your
assessment
call.
of character behavior.
Oh, I mean, she's not really a people person, so.
That's
So
No, really?
No.
the sudden revelation.
Had never occurred to me.
Shocked.
No.
This is my shot.
She's still
I
getting
did
used
get
to
a
being able to hear
9
people's
with a
heartbeats.
fantastic success. So
9 with a fantastic. Okay.
And I got a 15.
15. Okay. You're hearing it. And Kelly, it takes you a minute because you trust this guy, right? I mean, he's not going to steer you wrong. But at the same time, why is he repeating himself? Why is he dragging this conversation out as long as he can? What logic would anyone have to drag out a conversation when he's trying to find out?
it clicks and she doesn't even like say anything. She just hangs up, and then she's gonna crush her phone.
I see the phone get crushed, and I think I'm gonna go. Lily, it's time for us to go.
While this is happening, before the phone was crushed, Alexi's like in the process of trying to usher everybody out of the seats and like get up.
Unless you
and
really
get
suspect
everybody
that
towards the
somebody
door.
has physically suborned your phone in advance, you can just take the battery out. You really don't need to break it. Phones are expensive.
Gideon will get us new phones. It's fine.
I respect being
There's
thorough.
a lot of presumptions about sugar daddy.
Glucose.
Okay.
I'm sure if we ask nicely, we probably should get out of here.
Yeah,
So-
sure, we should do that.
Warehouse it is then.
Everybody taking separate routes?
Oh yeah.
I drove, but I don't have a lot of passenger space.
Cool.
Alexi, why?
Yeah.
I feel like Liberty Lass runs there with Lily on her back.
Okay, I was going to say, where's the kid?
I feel like this is the mode of transportation for Lily.
Lily should not
When-
go in a rideshare, but other than that, whatever works.
All right, so everybody grabs their respective rides and hightails it. In some cases, literally running from the donut shop. And from here, let's take a quick break. Now that
Awesome.
drama has been dialed up a little. So everybody go hydrate, bio break, bring some snacks back for the rest of us, and we'll see you in 5, give or take. Error?
Now we're back.
Damn. And we're back.
Off by just this much.
Technical difficulties. That's all right. We got it. So, when we left, everyone had been
Wary.
collectively taking a minor under their protective wing, because the minor seems to be a little concerned about the fact that their parents are out to get them. Did I miss anything? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a long list of concerns. But
Yeah.
There's so many
Many
concerns
concerns.
left.
fine.
Kelly's contact friend is trying to find out where Kelly is because he thinks Kelly knows something about the kid. And yeah,
So many concerning things.
so many things. From that, everyone left the donut shop. Hey, you forgot your phone. And decided to take a route of various directions to the place of meeting, ordained place of meeting, which is the roof of the abandoned warehouse that's kitty corner and one away from the one you were observing the other night.
Yes.
Cool. So, glitch being, the shortest distance being a straight line as the crow flies, or in this case, the sparrow, you make it there relatively quickly compared to others who have to take normal circuitous traffic routes.
Lame.
I know, right? Terrible. No. Liberty Last is probably going to be the last one there because everyone else is actually driving.
Yep.
As fast as you are, you're laden down with a 10-year-old, and you not quite as fast as a car yet.
That's fair. And honestly, this is good training for her track,
Fair.
which she's been really struggling with.
Because you can't yet teleport with anybody alongside you, can you?
No, I can't.
Next level, maybe. But until then, you're getting your cardio in. Yes. So the next person to show up would be either Dora or probably, it's probably Cal. Penelope will show up probably shortly thereafter. Or how were you getting there, actually?
I was going to take. I mean, if Cal didn't have like a full vehicle,
mean,
then I was going to
He's
take
on
a
a
ride share.
motorcycle,
But
so like one person.
oh
could
yes, you
ride,
didn't bring.
just
You
not-
don't have that. Yes, that was the other. That was the other
Yeah.
one. Okay.
Yeah.
Then yes, no, yeah. I was going to take a ride share to, again, not the exact place, but the closest
fine.
reasonable place to go, and then
So wait, so Cal does or
Same
does
way
not have room on the...
He would have room for one person if somebody wanted to ride, but that would be it.
Yeah, because Kelly had
Penelope could ride
wheels.
I'm happy to do that if no one else is.
Sure, yeah, that's fine.
Because Glitch flew away, and Liberty Last ran away with Dua Lily on her back, and Kelly had her own wheels. So, yes. So the two
Okay.
of you then arrived
Okay,
together.
then.
Easy.
Do we have a compelling reason to stagger our arrivals rather than waiting until everyone is there and then do stuff?
I think so.
No, just the speed at which point everybody arrives. So
That's what I
essentially,
mean. Like,
everybody
is
would
something
be-
going to happen that makes that relevant, or can we just skip ahead?
No.
Because we don't have
No,
a
we
ton
can-
of time left.
Well, there's one thing that happens in a sense where Samantha Holmes and Dua Lily show up. Shift does not.
Okay.
Hmm. Concerning.
You all run the car? And that's impressive, honestly.
Logically, Shift would have shown up before the runner.
I will text. Are you still on your way?
Don't have my phone, remember?
Oh, got crushed.
That is very accurate.
That's
but
a valid point.
No, I did not remember that.
Just send
There is no
another text
answer.
that says, "Oh, never mind."
Convenient that you crushed your phone.
Mm-hmm.
So in order, it's me, and then
The
Penelope and
motorcycle.
Cal, and then
And then
Louis and okay, cool. I mean, then yeah, I think Alexi most likely would have noticed that. Oh, huh, that's weird. Why would you have shown up before Kelly? Weird, odd.
Weird.
Maybe
I think once
maybe
everybody's
sh-
on the roof, Alexi would have been like, "Has anybody seen Shift?"
Did she get lost?
I don't
yet.
know, but you are here before them, and
Maybe
that's
we're just here. Yes.
concerning. Especially when it was,
I mean,
her phone possibly potentially being tracked.
pretty much
Don't.
run everywhere. Maybe she'll be here in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, but like
What's the alternative? I mean, I don't know
she
how to
took a
track
car,
them.
and you running out here before her in a car is a little out of sorts. That I don't think that's possible.
Yeah.
Not to over or underestimate your abilities. I'm pretty sure you can't run faster than a car, as of that I know yet.
I'm trying.
So
I mean,
There's a bunch of non emergency reasons for a shift to have been delayed getting here.
True.
But
sure.
lacking a phone, it's going to be tricky to distinguish those.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I'm a little concerned as to what happened directly before suddenly
anybody
Shift is
see-
not here.
did anybody see the car that Shift got into?
Shift's car.
I thought Shift took an Uber or something.
Yeah. Shift did take an Uber, so Shift
Oh,
would
my
have had to hail a taxi or something, not having a phone.
That's even worse.
Yeah. I mean, I left
mean,
first, so I did
honestly,
not see anything.
taxis are easier to track than Ubers, really, if you don't have a phone. Only if you know which taxi they got in, though.
Cool. So
We'll call it a yellow cab. They seem to be ubiquitous.
cool. So none of us know what happened to Shift or where she went. Great. That's that's not good. With no way to track them down. That's
Not re-
even worse.
Not really. Nothing great is leaping to mind. So we basically have two options. We wait some more. And then I guess after we've gotten to that amount of waiting, decide what we're actually going to do.
I mean,
Do the
given
thing
that we
without her
can't-
or postpone it.
I'm going to walk over to a payphone, assuming that those still exist in this town.
616.
And
Seattle paper?
I'm going to use a said payphone to call the yellow cab company.
Okay.
In the meantime, I think we were planning on waiting on a car to leave before we sprung into action anyway. So I suppose we could be doing surveillance on that. I'm waiting to see if a car shows up.
There are a half dozen cars in that parking lot.
Are they the same ones that were not moving from the lot before, or is there an extra one? Or
5 out of 6 are
two?
same ones that are not moving.
Okay, and there's one that is a different one.
One that is a different one.
Okay.
So we're going to go under the assumption that this different one is one that has
Yes, has
come
shown
in,
up and
it's
people have
going
gone
to
into the
leave.
building.
Cool. So should I go sit on that car in bird form now?
If we're going with that exact plan, yes. I'm still a little not sure how people will react to coming up to their car with a bird just sort of sitting on it, not leaving, which is
Birds
weird.
sit on
Weird for
random
birds.
things.
Yes, but not when a person approaches. They get the hell out of there, right? I mean, unless you're a
Okay.
bread having kind of person.
I mean, I can
Right.
wait until they're both in the car and just get on it before they
Yeah,
drive away. That's fine.
That's probably slightly less weird for them.
Okay. I am fine with that plan.
I did all the cars that left before go out like basically the same take the same route away from the building, or did we establish that they went
Initially, yes,
different
but then they eventually split away and did their
Split
own
off.
separate
Yep.
direction. But
Was
there's generally a one killer route that they would all take. So yes.
Well, is that route far enough away that it is not like in sight of the warehouse before it diverges?
I'll say yes.
Okay. So yes. So we should pick the spot where we're going to try to intercept them then, because we can reasonably predict that.
Kelly, check your sent a message.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did. I'm looking.
Right.
I have a pretty reliant. I mean, I hesitate to say this. I don't know. I've never tested this. I'm pretty sure that I can stop a car. Assuming that they are bad enough people, which I feel like is a safe bet, but especially if I'm just looking like a superhero. But maybe then that means no. I don't know. The plan, such as it was, is that if I just stand in the street looking obviously like a superhero, that they will try to hit me with their car. And
Was that the plan? I don't
well,
remember that part of
the plan that I am literally describing now, that I have just advanced, not the plan before.
Okay.
This tactical option for the plan itself.
Okay.
Whoa.
Cool.
Whoa. All right.
I love on this
Can-
plan.
I have an alternate instead of you getting hit by a car.
Well, it's not a problem. That's the thing. I mean, as far as I can tell, so far, literally nothing has hurt me. Like nothing at all.
I still would feel better
Do we want to test that right now? That's a better
not
question.
testing that
I-
theory.
I
That's
kinda
like
have to.
saying, like, no. Why don't you let me teleport into the passenger seat and throw the driver out?
There are two
because
people
that's
in
a
the
fight,
car.
and strange things happen during fights. They could pull a gun and shoot you in the face.
And also, there are two people in the car, so someone's going to be in the passenger
Well, there
seat.
may be two people in the car. We don't know.
So far,
But
we have usually
Surprised to
seen
have a
two people in the car.
5'9"
Lily hesitantly raises her hand.
redhead land on his lap.
Penelope's like looking at Lily, but not explicitly calling on her.
Like, all eyes are on
Blink,
Lily.
blinks, blinks. Could you not just have someone summon a big metal chunk into the wheel and make the car stop?
Could we?
Theoretically.
Could we
I
do
don't
it without the
know.
car crashing?
I don't know that my
Because we
shield
need to be able
would
to.
hold up to the force of an actual wheel.
Like,
She
we also
picks
would,
up her shield. She like starts spinning it. It's this Volkswagen hubcap.
I mean, we
painted
do
to
need
look
to be
like.
able to interrogate said people that are inside the car. That is the whole point of us jumping a car. So we need this car not to crash because we need at least one of the passengers to be conscious.
Well, I mean, it depends on the car. It probably has airbags at this point, and I would think that this level of criminal would wear their seatbelts so that they don't have like an excuse to get pulled over. But it's hard to say. Really, again, it depends on how bad people they are, I guess. But yes,
Speaking of plans, hold on. Cal's gonna pull out some tactical flashlights, just little handheld deals, and just start handing them to people, just in case. If you can see in the dark, maybe you don't need this. I don't know. It's
The little ones or the big, the poisonous ones?
just like like the ones you can carry in a pocket. Like they're bright, but they're
Lights.
not like crazy mag lights or anything. No.
Well, you gotta get flashlight poisoning.
thank you. That's handy.
I
So-
want to question why we've been given these, but I'm going to choose not to.
Well,
There's
anytime
Bunch of
you
reasons that
enter-
would be useful.
Well, that's true. Flashlights are
Don't need
all
a
you should
specific
keep
one
I
an
mean,
eye
I
on.
meant more so in this specific moment. I'm an investigator. I already have a flashlight, but like, why are you handing us flashlights in this
Why are you
very
handing us-
specific moment?
A lot of
If-
flashlights. Why are you carrying a lot of flashlights?
Yeah.
Always be prepared.
At this point, Samantha turns to Lily and has like the flashlight and like shines it upwards from like the chin. Oh, so it, like casts like the ghost story typical cliche shadow over her face and goes, "It was a dark and stormy night."
See, Exhibit C of why flashlights are used.
Yeah.
Puts it in her pocket.
I didn't
That's-
have that on my list, but I guess technically.
That wasn't on my list either.
If you're gonna
So,
if you're gonna breach a building with lots of armed people, it helps if the lights are off. I made some arrangements.
Okay.
oh, right. Like I said, better off not asking too many questions in this one scenario, which is odd because I like asking questions. Moving on. So
All
I
right.
still have not.
It does seem like our situation is better if the car is in fact disabled. In getting a hold of these people, because then if the getting a hold part goes awry somehow, they still can't immediately go somewhere else, including back to where we don't want them to go. I don't really understand the logistics of summoning a thing into a thing. Like, can you... So when you say summon, does it have to be a thing that actually already exists, or are you making it out of nothing?
A good question.
You're muted, I think.
I unmuted myself. Not nothing, but I mean, it has to exist.
Okay. Does it have to exist somewhere you can see it, or somewhere you know where it is, or just
Nope.
just
I can just pull
conceptually?
things from my body and make things.
Okay. Like bloodbending?
No, like actually pull out and then she kind of like does this and a piece of paper comes out.
Oh, that's terrifying a little bit. Cool.
Okay. Okay. How does that get a thing into another thing?
Throw
you-
it.
What? Oh, just so you're literally okay.
So you're suggesting that you make something to be thrown at the car.
Into the wheel.
Feel like if it's pointy enough, it'll pop the wheel and it'll stop moving.
Caltrops.
Oh, that's a good idea
Honestly,
too.
a spike strip's not a bad idea. That's
Yeah,
You
we
could
could do
do
that.
that.
Spike strips works.
Mike. just
How
laughing.
large is a spike strip?
That's a good question.
Um,
About
From
8
my
inches
knowledge-
across by like 10 feet long.
yeah, they expand
Yeah.
like 10 feet or something.
because they have to like be able to fit them on like highways,
Go
freeways, and
across
stuff sometimes.
a line
So
a lane of traffic.
yeah,
So about 10 feet wide, or 10 feet long, rather, by.
Foot,
Yeah.
18 inches.
yeah.
Hmm.
I don't like when you think about things.
Actually, something because we decided with Aya's character with Lily that we're basically going to emulate part of Momo's. What are they called?
Quirk.
Quirks. I was going to say glitch for a minute there, but yeah, okay. Quirk from My Hero Academia, in a sense of pulling a thing, but what she does in MHA is uses her own fat cells, her adipose. But Lily, we decided was going to be Elena a bit more magically, but so it's kind of a summons, but not in a sense where it becomes a thing based upon essentially eldritch energy, and we were deciding upon a power cost essentially of how big of a thing you can make based upon how much you have to spend. So we're going to basically spend a fair bit of focus in order to make something large, essentially like a rope, because it would be about, I mean, rolled up, average size or human size,
Mm-hmm.
average person size. So that will take a not insignificant amount of focus. I'll figure out the exact amount. It's not gonna drain you out completely because I'm pretty sure you've got a lot more than 10 or whatever.
Apparently, I only have 10,
Oh, never mind.
but I think my player page is just a little wonky.
Could be. We'll go over that.
Yeah, because I thought the starting focus was like 60 for level 1. Not 60, 30 for level
No,
1.
it comes from vigilance. Like health comes from
10
Oh,
is
that's right. That's right.
30 times
Yeah,
your
if, you
village.
have, if it's 0 vigilance, you'd have 10 without any other feats or perks or anything.
That's right.
But we'll address that. So at this point, we'll say it takes most of the focus. So you are drained, essentially, for want of a better term, fatigued. If you are making something that size.
Okay.
Well, if you would prefer, I've got a pretty good arm.
You can make something smaller. You'd have to be more accurate. Size just negates the need for accuracy.
But then if we do a spike strip, though, nobody has to throw it. We just need to, in advance, go set it on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you have to kind of know where they're going to be. But yeah.
Yeah.
You could throw it right before they got there if you are able to get in front of them.
Yeah, I'm a little unconfident of us disabling a car by throwing something at it that isn't a really big heavy thing.
I don't know why you wouldn't be confident. This is the foolproof brand.
Where's shift with a park bench when you need it?
Ain't that the question of the hour? More so that first part of where is shit.
From that, and let us transition. Where is Shift? In fact, Shift waits momentarily, hails a cab, a yellow cab, pulls up. Give me a vigilance check.
Uh, 12 with a fantastic.
Oh, 12. With a fantastic notice. Huh. I'm going to give this one to you. You know that scene in Captain America Winter Soldier? Cap is in the elevator. People start getting on the elevator, and he starts noticing stuff. Right? So you get into the cab, and you're like, all right, take me, close enough or to the other donut shop and the cabbie doesn't seem all that nonplussed or chuffed or anything about the concept of driving you from one donut shop to another one. But then you start noticing little tiny elements, like a little bead of sweat runs down his neck, even though the windows are down. And he's always sort of looking at the rear view. It's the normal thing once every 2 seconds, they say, for safe driving. But this he's almost not watching the road because he's watching in the rear view mirror so much. As you drive, where are you from?
Seattle.
Yeah. Because this is Seattle. Yeah, I get it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Roll initiative.
Initiative, you said?
Yes, please.
That escalated so fast.
What could possibly go wrong?
Oh, there it is. 9.
Okay. Um, well, I rolled a fantastic success on my initiative.
Ooh.
So he, and he's sort of thing is like, oh hey, I mean, have you? And he nods out the door, sort of thing, out of the car, essentially, sort of trying to draw attention, essentially, to. Like, you ever been to the Needle? I've always wanted to go up, and he just shoots you with a drink, like basically sort of under the arm, under that seat that reclines in between, sort of thing, and you feel it into the lower part of the musculature in the chest. Very much a dart.
What the?
And you recognize the symbol as you look down at it, and you have a sudden realization of what kind of problem you're about to have, because it's a chimera ampule. And now his initiative comes up because I rolled a 13. Hit you with another drink. Give me a resilience check, please. In fact, give me 2.
A 5 on the first one, and then an 18 with a fantastic success on the second one.
5? Holy crap. Okay, the 5 is a failure. So that fantastic success, I'm going to get you to re-roll that 1, because at this point you have trouble.
There it is. And that's a 2.
On the 1 die. Yeah, so I was like, wait a minute, I don't think you can roll a 2. It's not
Oh,
possible.
yeah, no, 2 on the 1 die.
So the car starts swimming. You get that positional dizziness happening. The sounds are starting to muffle. It's your turn.
I don't know how well it's going to work, but I think her instinct here is to use her grow ability to explode out of the car. She can now has grow two, so now she can go to gigantic.
Dang. Okay. Yep. That's going to wreck the car very, very soundly. I won't even have it cause that much damage because of the sheer speed and force at which you would gain that size. You effectively stop the car. Growing as big and as quickly as you do into something that size, you're what, 30 feet tall at this point? Easily?
Yeah, something like that. I'm not sure what the exact. Because unfortunately, it doesn't tell you on
Give you
the
exacting,
thing.
yeah.
It just says gigantic size, and I don't without the.
Something gigantic sized is roughly the size of a. Even this doesn't even give it a weird thing. Height to 100 feet, it says, potentially up to an airliner in size, which I think is a little bit weird, but you know what? Let's go. You gain a lot of size. You punch up to, 50 feet tall easily.
And then I think she's just going to she's trying to get away, right? She's
You're a 50
been
tall, super drugged person.
super drugged. She's going to try to run.
You've got
as
you've got
best
rubber
as she
legs,
can.
but you've got rubber legs that are 25 feet long.
Yep.
And you feel a pinch. It's a small pinch, comparative at this point, in your lower thigh, right by the buttock, right side. And everything just starts. Give me another resilience check.
8.
Okay. Everything starts. You get that. If one has ever had a bad drug reaction, you get that sort of really just everything, the dark all around closing in. You're at the bottom of a hole sort of feeling. It's not a great place to be. I do not recommend. And your feet don't want to cooperate. And you hear, you drop to one knee, and you're trying to muster this the strength to continue to run. And the guy behind you, you hear him sort of loading another thing, and he says, "Doc Lancaster told us to expect something like this, so you don't. Your fancy trick ain't going to work this time." And you feel another pinch, and everything goes black.
I imagine that after she's unconscious, she returns to normal size.
Logically. Or he'll just wait. One of the two. 50-foot person. Oh, there we go. There's an article for the attack of the 50-foot. Witnesses described. No. And from there, this is a good point. A little dramatic pause to end tonight's session on a bit of a chaotic note of sorts. So let's do a quick roundabout. Let everybody know who you are, where you can be found, and what you're going to be doing. Let's start with Adam.
Hi, I'm Soulbind. You can find me most places on the internet at Soulbind or _Soulbind on Twitter, Blue Sky, TikTok. When I'm not here, you can find me playing D&D live at Twitch and YouTube at High Rock Games.
Cassie.
Everybody, I'm Cassie or Random Attempt. You find me most places. It's Random Attempt. I stream almost daily on Twitch as variety games, and I've got a couple of projects coming out that you can look for in the future.
Dora.
Hi, I'm Pandora Beatrix. I can be found at Pandora Beatrix on I can still technically be found on Dystopia Burb, but I'm not posting or responding there anymore. Blue Sky does not need invite codes anymore, so please join me if you want to be someplace that isn't that. Other than here, I can be heard most frequently as Colonel Valeria Faustina on the Modus Files.
Sophia.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Sophie. You can find me at Nerdy Teddy on both Blue Sky and Twitter, and you can in the future, when this comes out, the first episode of Power Rangers Monster Force should be on YouTube, and you can catch that Wednesdays over on the Bardic Inspiration Network, along with on Mondays, Power Rangers Lightspeed Reignited, which I will be playing in that one. So come check those out in the future, and I will be back. Shift will be back someday.
That's the plan. Glitch.
Hello, everyone. I am Glitch. You can find me on most things as Glitched Productions or some alteration of that name, depending on the platform, what they allow. I am always constantly working on projects, but right now I'm trying to get my 1.0 model of my VTubing stuff over on my Twitch put together somehow. So I guess that'll sometimes happen in the future. We'll see.
See? Aya.
Hi, I'm Aya. I play Lily, and you can find me at AI Bathory on Twitter. Not very many other places yet, but we'll soon change that. And I'm a seamstress and a voice actress. I voice Z in Fallout and Left Behind, so you should check that out if you can. And yeah.
Excellent. And I have been your hapless narrator, and completely innocent. They're holding me hostage. Please help. Send help. You can catch my pre and post COVID cosplay adventures at Canadian Captain America on the Instagram and the TikTok, and you can be CDN Captain America on the Blue Sky app and the other one, which may or may not be existing up until this point, who knows. From there, this is pretty much my project du jour, and it's taking a significant amount of my time. I'm hoping to get some D&D going at some point in the future, but that may not work out quite as well as I'm hoping, depending on how often I end up doing this stuff. So up until that point, this has been a labor of love for me. I very much enjoy playing with each and every one of these individuals, and looking forward to seeing what comes next. And I'm hoping everyone else is as well. So, to that point, we will see you next week, hopefully. We will have more adventures for you and some resolutions of plot threads. Until then, have a good night. See you next week.